Today I want to convert some Nurglings, and I will take some plastic Nurglings out of my bits box and I will slap some feathered wings on them and make winged Nurglings. So let's go! I have my Nurgling bits box here. As you can see, there's a lot of them in there, but let's dump them all out. But I really want to go for this one. This is one from the Nurgling bases, but this one is attached here to the other guys, so I have to cut them off and give him some legs of another Nurgling. So this one is our first one. I will do 2, and then the second one I want to do this. I think he's from the Plague Bearers kit. Where is he? Little shit. Where are you, buddy? He's like doing a sidestep or something. No, there he is. This one. So I want to do this one and this one. So I set them aside here. And for this one I need extra legs. So I have to amputate some other Nurgling's legs. And I think this one is perfect because this one is not even attached to the floor. So this one will look like it's flying. So let's take this one. So I'm using this little fella here as the first one. I have to clean it up and add some wings to him. And the wings I will use are from the raptoryx kit. It's like a beast, it's called Beasts of Chaos kit or whatever. And I have 2 more sets of wings of them. And then the other Nurgling I will use is this little fellow here. The problem is he's attached to the others. I have to amputate this part of it. Maybe I can use the one leg, but I probably can use the arm here. But I have to dismember this one. I have to dismember this little fella here. Take his one leg at least, or maybe 2 of them. But he's such a chubby little dude, I love him. So we'll just get our god hand clippers here. And then I will snip off the hand here. And then I will try to, I'll probably do that with a knife. I will try to use this leg here. So give this one a little bit of a hairdo. Oh, got pulled anyway. Okay, and then I will try to clip, probably sacrifice this leg here, and then clip him off like this, and then cut a little bit here. And then extract my Nurgling. So, as you can see, I took a little bit of the other one off, but whatever. And then I have to clean this guy up a little bit, so I will carry on doing this. So it's just a matter of scratching this stuff off with a hobby knife. And then, I mean, this probably has to go all together like that. And then we'll clean up the mold lines, and I will come back to you. And I think I clipped the horn here, so we'll try to make the horn pointy again. Use the pencil sharpener technique here. See if I can do that. So they are both cleaned up now, and the one that I have to extract the legs from is here, and this one still has that base attachment on it, so I'll have to snip that off. I'll just cut the sides of it off, and then I will do like this. Like this, and then I will cut the base of the foot. I will cut like this. So I have a little bit of a plate down there, and this will go on the base, so this shouldn't be really noticeable in the end. Okay, so this one is already ready to be converted up, and this one needs a spare leg. So I'll cut this guy's leg off like this. Don't look if you if you can see stuff like that. Oh no! And then I will just glue that little leggy on there. It should be fine. Just use some Tamiya extra thin, and then just slather that hip or whatever that part is, and then take the little leggy, stick it on there, or maybe not. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, like this. And then this side needs a foot, so sorry buddy, but the other one has to go too. And then this foot, I could have just converted it up with something else as well. I will try to get it stuck on there. Oh my god, it's tiny. It's so tiny. Ugh. Okay, it's on there now, and I will use a little bit of Tamiya when it's glued down, and then clean this up a little bit more so that it's flush and smooth like a Nurgling's little butt has to be. There you go. And then I want to attach these little bird skulls on top of the heads, but as you can see, it doesn't really fit yet, so I have to, and it fell down to the floor, and I have to cut out a little bit of a part of the, it's probably easier with the clippers. So I have to clip something off those little skulls. Shit. No. Come on. So I will hollow this out a little bit, and then I will touch it like so. And I will also cut a little bit of the Nurgling's head off on the top here. So there's two flat parts to stick together. And I will just attach some glue, put some glue on top, and then I will slap that bird skull on there. And it looks like the Nurgling is wearing it as a helmet or something, because they think they are birds. So yeah, like this. That's what it looks like. And I did the same thing with the skull for the other guy, but this guy didn't have horns, so I got some horns from other Nurglings and attached them on the left and the right, and I made them uneven, so one of them is a little smaller, one of them is a little bigger, and I think it looks pretty cool in the end. And now I will add some wings to my two tiny Nurglings. And I will use these, and then also the tails. So the raptoryx have some tails here, so I will cut that stuff out, maybe like this, and then like this. At least the one that belongs together, yes. And I will clean those up and then we will start attaching them to the Nurglings. Now I will flip him over, then cut a little bit of a part of his little butt off. And probably, yeah, I bent the foot as well. That's annoying. I'll take some more glue. And with the wings, with the tails, I mean, I cut a little bit off the tail, and I will fit the tail like this. And I will smash those two bits together so they form a bond. Then I have a little Nurgling with a tail. Okay, so the second one. Oh, look at these supple butt cheeks. I'll try to be careful not cutting up a lot of his butt off. Okay. Did I break one of the horns off? A little bit, yeah. Oh man, they're so delicate. Okay. And then I think the tail for this one is way too big. Yeah. So I will get rid of one of these spikes here and I just cut the tail like this, so it's a little bit smaller in diameter, and then some glue to his butt. And that should do the trick. Yeah. Push it a little bit firmer together to make it bond properly. And just like that. That should be enough. This one will stand on a rock or something, so this one is not too bad when the tail is out like this. Unfortunately, I've lost the footage where I attached the wings to the other two Nurglings, but I can show you on this one how I did it. So I cut the muzzle at an angle and I looked where the front of the miniature would be. That is where that big muzzle is coming out. So I cut it at an angle so it fits the back of the Nurgling, because otherwise the two wings wouldn't fit there. And then I usually dry fit it to the Nurgling, see if it fits or not, and then I cut it smaller, but I've done that so many times now that I know how big the wing has to be. And then I cut a little bit out from the Nurgling's back, and then I put some plastic glue on top of that, and then I bond the two parts together. So I make sure that they are both dissolving, and then I rotate it a little bit so it really melts it together. And this can take a while. I fiddled around with that wing for a minute or two on this model, and it did not stick in the beginning and fell down multiple times. But when I got it to stick, I got the second one, and then you can position them, because you can see the wing is in a weird position now there. And I took the second wing and attached that one as well, and then I had to be patient in the end and let them both dry in the position I wanted them in, because if I would do something else on the model, then the wings would move again and be in a different position and they would look weird. So yeah, you have to leave the model on the table for a while and let it set, and then go back to it when it's fully cured. And that is what the guy looks like sprayed and put on a base. Unfortunately, as I said, I lost the footage in between here, but he looks pretty cool, and he's like perching on a rock ready to fly off. And the second one is attached to the base by its tail, so it looks like he's flying in the air. And I like them both very much, and we go to the painting of some other ones that I've painted previously next. That's what they look like base coated. I've base coated a bunch of them, but I have only fully painted one yet. I have to paint the other ones soon. But you can paint them whatever you like. I just like the contrast of the red wings and the green body, and I added some frosted tips on the wing tips as well, and I really like that. You can see my painted one here, and I will probably try a little bit more contrast, higher contrast when I paint the other ones, or just highlight it a little bit crisper. But this is what they could look like. And I've done some other ones. I've done a bunch of them. Don't worry. And that raptoryx kit also has the Furies in it that are not in the codex anymore, so you cannot even use Chaos Furies anymore. So this Nurgling conversion is pretty much obsolete because I wanted to use them as Furies. But yeah, whatever. I used the wings of the Furies on my Nurglings as well, so they have bat wings here, and they drop some grenades on the heads of unsuspecting loyalist followers or Xenos filth. And yeah, I've not painted any of those yet, but yeah, I will probably go a little bit more of a bat painting scheme, like the skin color on the wings and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. And if you want to watch another video, click here or press your appendage on this one the algorithm god has picked, or smash that frog in the corner to subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye!